Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana is tamu sana. Currently before Parliament is a bill that seeks to amend Elections Act. This bill seeks to introduce other alternative methods of voters' identification and also transmission of results. This bill seeks to introduce manual identification of voters besides biometric identification, and also manual transmission of results besides electronic transmission. And Tanga are up in arms against this bill. But funnily enough, something that maybe a majority of Kenyans do not know is that William Ruto himself, after the Supreme Court had annulled Uhuru Kenyatta's victory or other elections win, William Ruto was on record calling for an amendment, or rather calling for the reintroduction of manual transmission of results. Today, William Ruto is saying completely a different thing, and is actually saying it without even flinching an eye. Listen to William Ruto sometimes back in 2017.
Tutabadilisha sheria kuhakikisha ya kwamba hakuna tena koti itapindua uamuzi wa wananchi bila ya kuhesabu kura ya wananchi. Haiwezekani.
The DP says Jubilee legislators will draft and ratify changes to the Elections Act that will this time around allow for a manual transmission of election results. This had been discussed and agreed upon during a Jubilee parliamentary group meeting at State House yesterday.
Wakati transmission inafanyikwa electronic, pia manual transmission inaendelea. Moja ikikosekana, ingine iko tayari.
Yes, that's William Ruto for you. And that was William Ruto way back in 2017 after the Supreme Court had annulled Uhuru Kenyatta's win or rather victory. And from that clip, William Ruto is clearly calling for the introduction of manual transmission of results. And Kenyans can still remember that Jubilee Party at that time, and William Ruto was very vocal at that time, was even challenging the likes of Raila Amolo Odinga and NASA, and even the judges and the Supreme Court, to go and check on the ballot boxes, manually to check on them and count the results manually. Kenyans can still remember such kind of remarks in 2017. And William Ruto has been very, very loud about such kind. He was very, very loud about those. And listening to William Ruto talk today, you can just see, or rather you can even think, that these are two different William Rutos. The William Ruto was talking in 2017 is not the same William Ruto talking in 2022. Yes. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? That's our analysis and discussion right now. If in case you've just bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya. From where I sit, I'm fully convinced, ladies and gentlemen, that William Ruto and his Tanga Brigade, now Kenya Kwanza Alliance, this is a group that do not mean what they say, and they do not say what they mean. It's all just about parroting. They are just talking, but they don't mean or rather believe in what they're actually saying. And listening to William Ruto talk today, you can be persuaded into thinking that actually he's talking something that he believes in. But that is not the case. William Ruto is only after his selfish interest, or rather his own personal gain. That comes out very, very clearly. And that shows clearly that William Ruto is the master of doublespeak. And some of these traits, Kenyans do assume. But those kind of traits are either saying something today, and then tomorrow is saying completely a different thing. that really shows a lot about the integrity of that leader. And if Kenyans were actually to judge these leaders based on leadership and integrity, William Ruto fails to attain that. William Ruto fails the integrity test. And also, ladies and gentlemen, listening to William Ruto talk today, and then comparing to what William Ruto used to say some times back, William Ruto has made a complete about-turn. Things William Ruto is actually saying today are completely different from the things he used to say when things were still good, when his relationship with President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was still good. And funnily enough, this bill that seeks to amend the Elections Act, there is one IEBC commissioner, I think Gulie. Some few days ago, Gulie came out clearly to explain that that bill originated from IEBC. They are the ones who actually initiated or originated that bill. But William Ruto and his team are trying to make it appear that now it's the other side, Raila and Uhuru, who are actually trying to bulldoze this bill in parliament. The truth of the matter, this bill originated from IEBC. Yes, that's very clear, ladies and gentlemen. And then also, if you look at this bill properly well, vis-a-vis what Ruto and his team are saying, Ruto and his team are saying completely a different thing from the bill. Ruto and his team are trying to tell Kenyans that now electronic transmission of results is being replaced by manual transmission of results, which is a lie. Secondly, William Ruto is now trying to tell Kenyans again that biometric identification of voters is being replaced by manual identification of voters, which is a lie again. In the bill, it's very simple. This bill just seeks alternative methods of results transmission besides the electronic transmission of results. This bill, besides biometric identification of voters, is just also introducing an alternative method of voters' identification, in this case manual. And that's exactly what William Ruto and his team were actually, they were calling for that. That is what actually they were propagating in 2017 upon the Supreme Court nullifying their win. And that's just a sign, ladies and gentlemen, that William Ruto is a politician who talks a lot. He does not actually look at the bigger picture before he comes out maybe to air his views. Right now, like for example, hearing William Ruto doing his campaigns today, I'm very sure that after some few years, what William Ruto is saying today, he will be doing the exact opposite of what he's actually saying today. And I'm saying that with a lot of confidence, without any iota of a doubt at all. William Ruto, just give him about 2 years or 3 years. The things he's actually saying today, he will be doing the exact opposite of the things he's actually saying today. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say Kenyans should not take these politicians seriously. These politicians are just after their own selfish interest and personal gain. That comes out very, very clearly. But listening to the way they talk, they are appearing that now they are talking on behalf of the masses. They are actually talking on their own behalf. They don't have the interest of the masses at heart. And Tanga are coming out clearly to prove exactly what I'm trying to say here. This is a team that fails the integrity test. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, let me remind you that if you've just bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. If you are watching us outside Kenya for the very first time, Drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.